Hello everyone. In the previous video, we saw how we can make our coding life easy by the use of Eclipse tool. In this video, we will solve variable types. So let's move on Eclipse. So I have already written some code here. So there are two types of variable type. One is primitive type and one is non-primitive type. So there are 8 primitive types you can see here. These are the 8 primitive types here. And I have taken up one non-primitive type. I will tell you why I have taken this. So we will start with first primitive type. First primitive type is byte. It can contain a 8-bit value. So 8-bit value can be between -128 and the maximum value can be 127. If I try to assign 128 here, so you can see here that red line underline here. Now it is asking to change the variable type. So let it be, we are leaving it as 127 because 127 can be the maximum value that we can assign to a byte variable. Move on second one. Second one is short variable. Short variable we can assign a minimum value of -32,768 and the maximum value can be 32,767. It can contain a 16-bit value. Move on third one, int. Int can contain a value between -2 to the power of 31 and the maximum value of 2 to the power of 31 minus 1. If you want to assign a bigger value, then you can use long here. In the long, you can assign a value that can be minimum to the -2 to the power of 63 and the maximum value can be 2 to the power of 63 minus 1. This is a positive value and this is a negative value. As you can see, it is in the negative. Now these all variable types can assign a non-decimal value. Now if you want to assign a decimal value, then you need to use float type. In the float type, you can assign a decimal value, but in the float you need to write a small f in the last. This indicates that the value assigned to the float type variable. In double type variable, you need not to assign any, you need not to write any d or f in the last of the assigned value, and you can assign here a decimal value. The difference in float and double is float contain a 32-bit IEEE 754 floating point and double can contain 64-bit IEEE 754 floating point. You can Google it. What is the difference between these two? These are not in our part as of now, so I am leaving it. You can Google it and you can get the answer. What is the difference between these two? Now move on the next one. It is a Boolean type. Boolean type can contain true or false. So either you can assign a true or false. You can see here. Move on the next one. It is a char. Char can contain a single alphabet into a single inverted comma. When you are assigning a value a single alphabet, you will have to assign single alphabet under single inverted comma. If you assign a combination of alphabet, then you need to use a non-primitive type. It is very easy to identify which one is a primitive type and which one is a non-primitive type. If it is a primitive type, the first alphabet will be a small letter, as you can see here. The B is small here, S, I, L, F, D, E. These are all the small capital. These are all primitive type. When the first alphabet is a capital, then these are all non-primitive type. Non-primitive type also called as reference type because it refers to an object. Now we will see a non-primitive type. I have already written a code so that we can save some time. Yeah, now you can see here the first alphabet is a capital alphabet. The remaining thing will remain same. How it works? only it is a non-primitive type or reference type, or it is a object type, you can call it. So it is all for this video. Thank you very much. We will meet in the next video.